Skol Nation, are you ready for this? Listen up, Purple Army, because what I'm about to tell you will shake the very foundations of everything you thought you knew about this 2025 season. The national media thinks they've got us figured out, the draft experts believe they understand our master plan, and free agency analysts are sleeping on our moves. But they have no idea what's really brewing in the Twin Cities right now. I've got 3 pieces of explosive information that are about to turn the entire NFL landscape upside down. And every single one of them involves our Minnesota Vikings in ways that will make your blood run purple with excitement. We're talking about a superstar wide receiver who's being criminally undervalued by the so-called experts, a rookie guard who's already being called a future multiple Pro Bowler by NFL coordinators, and a free agency situation that could be the final piece of our championship puzzle. But here's the thing, Skol Nation. Before I reveal these earth-shattering details, I need you to understand that what you're about to hear isn't just news. It's a declaration of war against everyone who's been sleeping on this team. The same team that won 14 games last season and somehow still gets disrespected at every turn. Smash that like button if you're ready to witness greatness. Drop a Skol in the comments if you believe this is our year. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? This is the content that separates real Vikings fans from the casual observers. But I'm warning you right now, what I'm about to reveal will make you question everything you've heard about our roster construction, our draft strategy, and our immediate Super Bowl chances. The first bombshell alone involves our #1 weapon, and the disrespect he's facing is about to fuel a revenge tour that will terrorize defenses across the entire league. Are you ready to find out which Viking superstar is being ranked 5th in the entire NFL despite having the most explosive season in franchise history? Buckle up, Purple Army, because this ride is just getting started. Justin Jefferson. That's right. The absolute king of the gridiron, the man who makes defensive coordinators wake up in cold sweats, the receiver who redefined what it means to dominate in the modern NFL, has been ranked 5th in Pete Prisco's top 100 players for 2025 in Skol Nation. This is both a blessing and a curse that's about to unleash hell on the entire league. Let me paint you the picture that's got every Vikings fan's blood boiling with righteous fury. Our man Jefferson didn't just have a good season. He had 103 catches with 10 touchdowns. But here's the stat that should have every NFL defense quaking in their cleats. 28 catches of 20 yards or more, leading the entire league. This isn't just production, Skol Nation. This is pure domination on a level that most receivers can only dream about. But here's where the disrespect reaches criminal levels. Jefferson is sitting at number 5 on this list, while we all know he should be fighting for that #1 spot. Prisco admits he's making a strong case as the best receiver in the league, but somehow there are 4 players ranked higher. This is the fuel that's going to power Jefferson's revenge tour through the 2025 season. And get this, Purple Army, Jefferson is the only other Viking in the top 100 alongside Christian Darrisaw at number 59. That's right, a team that won 14 games last season, a roster that's been upgraded at every position, and somehow only 2 players make the cut? The disrespect is real, but the motivation is unreal. Darrisaw, our brick wall left tackle, played only 7 games due to that torn ACL, but when he was on the field, he was playing at a dominating level. According to Prisco himself, this is a man who protects our quarterback like his life depends on it, and he's sitting at 59 while lesser players get top billing. But here's what really gets my purple blood pumping. This same expert analysis completely ignored Andrew Van Ginkel, who had 11.5 sacks, 18 tackles for loss, and 2 pick sixes. The man earned second-team All-Pro honors and finished 7th in Defensive Player of the Year voting. But somehow he's not top 100 material? Don't even get me started on Jonathan Greenard with his 12 sacks and 18 tackles for loss, or Byron Murphy Jr. with his 6 interceptions. The national media is about to learn what happens when you disrespect a roster this loaded, and Jefferson is going to lead the charge. But wait until you hear about the rookie who's already being called a future multiple Pro Bowler by NFL coordinators before he's even played a single snap. The draft experts thought they had us figured out. Skol Nation. But what they didn't realize is that our front office just pulled off one of the most underrated moves in recent memory by selecting Donovan Jackson with the 24th overall pick. And now an unnamed NFL coordinator is going on record saying this kid will make a few Pro Bowls and be a solid 10-year starter. Listen to this, Purple Army. While other teams were panicking and trading away future assets, our Vikings stood pat and selected the Ohio State guard, who helped lead the Buckeyes to a national title. The coordinator quoted in ESPN's report didn't mince words. He's going to be a solid 10-year starter, not sure he's elite, but he will make a few Pro Bowls and be a really good player for a long time. But here's the genius of this pick that's got me absolutely fired up. Jackson isn't just a guard, he's a versatile weapon who played both guard and tackle for Ohio State during their championship run. This means Kevin O'Connell and our coaching staff now have the ultimate chess piece to protect J.J. McCarthy and keep our offensive line fortress impenetrable. The timing couldn't be more perfect, Skol Nation. With Blake Brandel struggling and our need to keep our franchise quarterback upright, Jackson represents the kind of foundational move that championship teams make. This isn't just about 2025. This is about building a dynasty that will dominate the NFC North for the next decade. And get this, the New York Giants were so desperate, they traded additional picks, including a 2026 third-rounder, to jump up one spot to 25th overall for Jackson Dart. The Atlanta Falcons also moved up to 26th. Our Vikings had multiple opportunities to trade back for more capital, but instead they stood firm and took the player they knew would anchor our offensive line for years to come. Some analysts are questioning whether we should have taken Malachi Starks, the safety who went 27th to Baltimore, especially with Harrison Smith potentially in his final season. But here's what they don't understand. You can't throw touchdowns from your back, and Jackson is the insurance policy that keeps McCarthy healthy and our offense humming at championship levels. The national media keeps talking about safe picks and missed opportunities, but what they're really witnessing is a front office that knows exactly what it takes to build a Super Bowl contender. Jackson isn't just filling a need, he's upgrading a position that will pay dividends every single snap of every single game. This is the kind of move that separates championship organizations from perpetual pretenders. And with Jackson protecting our quarterback and Jefferson terrorizing defenses, we're building something special in Minnesota. But the third piece of this puzzle involves a free agency move that could be the final domino in our championship run. Skol Nation, hold on to your horns because the final piece of this championship puzzle might be hiding in plain sight. And it involves a veteran tight end who already has championship-level chemistry with our offensive coordinator, Gerald Everett. Here's what's got me absolutely buzzing with excitement. We've still got $14 million in cap space burning a hole in our pocket, plus the ability to restructure contracts and create even more room. While other teams are scraping pennies together, our Vikings are sitting pretty with the financial flexibility to make moves that could put us over the top. Everett isn't just any available tight end, Purple Army. This is a seasoned veteran who spent the 2020 season catching passes in Kevin O'Connell's system when KOC was the offensive coordinator in Los Angeles. The chemistry is already there, the system familiarity is built in, and the championship pedigree speaks for itself. Think about this strategic masterpiece. Everett left the Rams 1 year before they won the Super Bowl, but he knows exactly how O'Connell operates, exactly how this offense can maximize his talents, and exactly what it takes to perform at the highest level. This isn't just adding depth behind TJ Hawkinson and Josh Oliver. This is adding championship experience and proven production. The Vikings have always maintained a prominent TE3 on the roster, from Johnny Munt to Robert Tonyan last season, but Everett represents an upgrade that could be the difference between good and great. With young talents like Gavin Bartholomew and Ben Urosek still developing, Everett brings the immediate impact and veteran leadership that championship teams require. But here's the real kicker, Skol Nation. While we're sitting on this treasure chest of cap space, teams around the league are struggling to make ends meet. We have the financial flexibility, the roster construction, and the coaching staff to make moves that our competition simply can't match. This isn't just smart business. This is championship-level roster management. The summer is heating up with OTAs in full bloom and mandatory minicamp just around the corner. But the real action is happening in the front office, where our Vikings are positioning themselves for a championship run that nobody saw coming. Smash that like button if you believe Everett could be the missing piece. Drop a Skol in the comments if you're ready for this championship run, And subscribe because this is just the beginning of what's going to be the most incredible season in Vikings history. From Jefferson being disrespected at number 5 to Jackson being called a future Pro Bowler to Everett potentially joining our championship chase, this isn't just news, Skull Nation. This is destiny calling. The question isn't whether we're ready for this moment. The question is whether the rest of the NFL is ready for what we're about to unleash. Skull Nation, are you ready to witness greatness?